Hey guys, it's Tony here at Game Freak Blog again, bringing you another video. Last night I was sitting around feeling a little bit bored and I was looking at my game collection on the shelf. Battlefield 3 popped out to me. I thought to myself, I haven't played that in a lunar age, so I decided to pop it into the trusty old Xbox and have a few games. So the gameplay you're seeing here is from the Seine crossing, or if you're French, Les Seine. It's Conquest, and it was a pretty alright game, considering I hadn't been playing it for weeks. You'll kind of see from the gameplay that I do pretty much play cautiously whenever I'm playing Conquest. I don't tend to kind of run in and try and cap the flags or anything like that until I know that I've kind of got support from a squad or support from some heavier artillery such as tanks or helicopters, just depending on what the map is. So this bit here, you know, some will say, oh, you camping bastard. I'm not camping. I am strategically playing the objective. There is a complete and utter difference. I'm just waiting here until I get some backup. So the games that I had, they were pretty cool, considering that I hadn't jumped on it for a while. I sat and played the game for pretty much 2 to 3 hours or something along those lines, and I recorded every single game that I played. So I think the next bunch of videos you're going to see on my channel are going to be all Battlefield 3 related. Maybe 3 to 4 videos that I'm going to put up. One of them will be a kind of edited highlights, because I did play pretty well. Me and this other guy that was in my squad, we had a pretty amazing run in a chopper. He was a fantastic chopper pilot. I was the gunner, and for some reason we were just completely racking up the kills and dodging any kind of attempts to take us down. They did eventually take us down, but you'll see that in the video when I put it up. I will edit that one down because the entire game was about 25 minutes long, so I'll kind of chop bits out or fast forward through them as I see fit. So you'll see we're trying to take this flag down here, but they just keep spawning and keep running up. So I'm just trying to play it strategically, because I'm just, as I said before, I'm just waiting for squad members and whatever to come up. There's no point me running down there, because I'll just get absolutely destroyed. I think they've got. I can't really see from my screen. I think the reason why I'm not really running down is they've got a big tank down there, and there is a point where I kind of come down. I think, yeah, this is it. The tank is obviously gone or something like that. And you'll see quite a funny part here. I lay down in a moment, and I'm just kind of killing a few people, and some guy on the enemy team kind of runs right above me, and just because I don't move, I think he thinks that I'm dead. So he kind of goes and takes cover just to the left under those trees, and I blow the piss out of him. So, as I said, it was a pretty good full games. I had there was a few games of Rush, few games of Conquest. I don't actually own any of the DLC. I haven't got Armored Kill. I haven't got Close Quarters. And it's kind of killing me at the moment. I'm really debating whether or not to buy the game. I don't really want to call it the Game of the Year edition, but I believe this weekend they are bringing out. Here's the guy. Look. Is it here? Thinks I'm dead. Go and hide under that tree. See you later. They are bringing out this weekend. I think it's the re-releasing Battlefield 3, but it's going to have all of the DLC kind of included in it, or it comes with a season pass, because I do realise that I think there's 2 DLC packs that are yet to come out. Aftermath is the next one that's coming out, I believe, which looks pretty cool, because it's all set in a kind of desolate, kind of Iran, I think the area is. Just one moment. Sorry, my power was going out on my laptop. It's set in a desolate Iran, and one of the game modes sounds really cool on that. It essentially spawns you into the town with just a pistol, and you've got to walk around the levels and try and find different bits of equipment that you've been separated from in the game. I think that could be a very interesting. I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was trying to shoot them while I was crawling, and obviously that just doesn't work, and this guy comes up and kills me. What a toss bag. Yeah, the Aftermath, it sounds pretty cool, and it's got crossbows in it as well, which you know, you can argue that they've been around in the Call of Duty days since Black Ops, but crossbows in this, you know, they're more than welcome. So yeah, it was a pretty good few games that I had in the game. I was getting a little bit bored of Battlefield. I don't know why. I think I was going through a stage where I was just getting brutally murdered every time that I went on the game. And some of the gameplay that you'll see coming up in the next videos, I don't think it's lag or anything like that. I think it's just that I've got a real shitty aim. But I tend to do better in conflicts where I'm at mid-range with kind of people. If it's in close range, I usually always get killed. If it's at really long range, I can never really hit them. I need to learn the kind of the bullet lead-in system, kind of just firing in front of the enemies while they're running, because I just tend to be spraying them, and then for some reason they'll just turn around and pop me in one shot. But as you can see from the games as well, and this is the thing why I do like the Battlefield series over the Call of Duty games, because you'll see from the squads that I was in that, you know, we really were playing well as squads, backing each other up, taking down the flags, taking down the stations in rush. Obviously not on this game. You'll wait till I put up some rush gameplay. But it's one of those things, whenever I tend to hit a point in a game where it just seems like I'm not really getting anywhere, or it seems like I'm dying all the time, I'll just shelve it and put it on the shelf for a while. And then whenever I come back to it, and I seem to do quite well, it gets me back into the game again. It gives me a bit more impetus to play it. And I think that's the reason why I was having so much fun on this last night. And probably part of the reason why, as far as my standards go in FPS games, I was playing quite well, because there was no real pressure on me. I was just playing it, going into the game with the mindset of, oh well, you know, I'm just going to go around and just kill and just not get anything done. And I think because I wasn't being too serious about it, that I was actually playing fairly decently. So yeah, I am debating whether or not to getting back to the kind of all-in Game of the Year DLC edition of Battlefield. I'm debating whether or not to pick it up. I might go and trade in a couple of games this weekend, just obviously trade in Battlefield 3 for it, which, you know, knowing the trading price for the new game, they'll probably give you £5 for it or whatever. So I'm thinking of trading that in. I'm thinking of also trading in Modern Warfare 3, just because I cannot see any reason on earth why I'll ever play that again. I put some I was going to upload some gameplay from it the other night, but I just did so poorly on it. It was awful. I was trying to get back into it again, and I just couldn't do it. It just wasn't having it whatsoever. I didn't do bad when I went to. I changed my kind of kit around and went for a more submachine gun over the assault rifles, and I didn't do that bad with the submachine gun. But it's just the same old game. It was just a bloody camp fest. It was just air full of military strikes and bloody drones and gunships, and it's part of the reason again why I'm not all that interested in Black Ops. I'm not going on a Call of Duty rant here, not going on a Call of Duty rant. You'll see in this bit here, they keep gathering in that room just down below, and I keep noticing them at the last minute. And again, this is what I'm talking about with the long distance, you know. There, bang. I'm crap. I just need to change the guns around, because I do tend to just stick with the same gun. Excuse me. Beg your pardon. So, I mean, if you've got any suggestions about a kind of kit change, any gun that you reckon that I should really kind of try out, because I tend to basically stick with either the AK-47 or I think it's the M16. I think just the two default guns that you stay with. I haven't tried anything else like the Sagaya or anything. You know, I pretty much just stick with those guns, because it took me a while to level up. I just got used to their recoil and their handling, so I've never really tried anything else. I've not really unlocked anything as well. I think on Bad Company 2, when I used to play that, I'd unlocked that I think it's the XMA, the one with the kind of the gun with the rounded body to it. And I used to love that gun. I used to cane with it. And I know that there's a version of that in this game as well, but I just haven't unlocked it, and I'm not one of those people that's going to go out and buy the DLC to unlock everything in the game. You know, I'd rather not have things unlocked and me have to go through and earn that rather than have it all unlocked for me. I just don't really see the point. So, as I said, I'm going to be uploading several videos of this. I'm going to as soon as I've finished this one, it's going to go straight up onto YouTube. Excuse me, I just knocked the microphone there. It's going to go straight up onto YouTube, and while that's uploading, I'm going to essentially put everything in place for the render of the next one. And then, because my computer slows down if I tend to do more than fucking one thing at once, you know, if I'm rendering a video and I try and go on Facebook, the computer just freezes. I think I need a little bit more power to it. But being the kind of technophobe that I am, I just don't know what the hell to do. I just usually just go out and buy a new fucking computer. So I will be uploading another one that may come up after this video. I might try and get it up today, but if not, I will have that pretty much ready to go, fully rendered, so then I can just as soon as I get up tomorrow morning, I can just upload that. So I'm going to play around now that I'm getting back into it. I'm going to be playing around with a few more classes, a few more different weapon types and everything. So as I said, if you've got any suggestions about what you think is a really good weapon, or a kind of good kind of setup to have with a certain class or anything like that, then please just leave a comment in the comment section, because I'll be more than willing to try those out and just have a play, even if and I'll upload the footage even if I'm completely and utterly crap with the weapon. I'm willing to give that a go. You know, is there a certain scope that you think is better than the other? Is there a certain rifle that you think is better than the other? Is there a certain... because I'm a bit of a team player, I'm not really a lone wolf or a lone gunman. I like playing in squad, so I do tend to usually just use the assault class all the time, because I just like dropping many packs and getting the revive bonuses. You know, I just think that's it's part of me. It's why I like playing cooperative games and why I prefer this game over the Call of Duty series, because it's just the way that I like to play. Another long-range fail there. So as I said, I can't remember the other maps. I'll have to look back at the video that I did, but some of the gameplay that is going to be coming up, I really enjoyed it, and I could see an improvement in my kind of skill level as I was going through the game. I don't know whether the other teams that we were just playing against were absolutely crap. I also think it helps as well when you find a really decent server. I've been flicking through like lots of servers, and they're all like, you know, bloody 300% tickets and all this kind of thing, and I don't want to be playing a single match for 2 hours. I just can't be bloody bothered. I just like the default kind of like settings in the game. And one of the servers that I found, and I favorited it, and it's where I got all this gameplay footage from. It's the servers for the it's basically just called the AV forum servers. If you don't know AV forums, it's, as it sounds, it's a forum for basically audio and visual files, if you like. People that are into their surround sound systems, that are into their audio equipment, the DVD players, the Blu-ray players. It's just a big forum where you can go on and kind of talk about, you know, your setup, what equipment you've got, you know, you can get advice from people if it's your first time from setting anything up. And they do have a server on Battlefield 3. It's simply, if you just go to the forum search engine and just type AV forums, it should flash up there, and I just tended to have some fantastic games with them. It was a really good server to be on, so I'd suggest going and checking them out. So guys, Tony from Gamefreak Blog, thanks for sitting through and listening to me waffle and watching the video. More Battlefield 3 videos coming up, and you have a fantastic day.